Peace family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I want to do is I want to talk to my chosen ones about this new dating concept of hypergamy. If you haven't realized, they always come up with these weird names to kind of blanket and to cover up what's actually going on. And I had a full week to ponder on this, right? Because the last one I dropped for you guys was already pre-recorded. This is the first one I've been able to get back to since the computer was out of commission. But I kept seeing like a lot of this like people trying to talk about this hypergamy thing, hyperg this, hyperg that, and you know, women is always looking for the best of the best with the best and all this other weird shit, right? But the more research I did into this thing called hypergamy, the more you actually pay attention to the content creators or the people who's giving knowledge and information on this subject, you have to understand hypergamy is demonic. Hypergamy is another form and another word for these demon witches out here. We wouldn't be where we at today as human society if hypergamy was a thing, you know? Because most of us gain a lot of value and substance from being able to establish something with some longevity. And when you look at this concept of hypergamy, it's basically a bunch of weird men trying to teach you how to get demonic witches. And it's like, that game is never gonna be like, it's never gonna be okay, it's never gonna be cool, it's never gonna be something that we all gonna be like subscribed to. Because when you playing this demonic hypergamy game, you basically understanding that, all right, these witches is about to play a lot of games and you're gonna have to counter what you actually want to do and how you feel and play this game. Hypergamy doesn't go hand in hand with the creator and righteousness. So the more this information is pushed out here, the more some of these demon women are getting more okay with thinking that that's how they're supposed to be moving and operating. As a man, we all know that, you know, we can have multiple partners. Just like females, but you know, females can only have one baby at a time, men can impregnate multiple at a time. But most men that's been out here in this realm, and you get women get you. We all understand that you don't get any kind of real value or substance from these quick hit and misses, you know, from all these quick little doses of, you know, oh, she a 9, she a 10, I gotta go get that. Oh, that's an 8 or 10, I gotta go get that. Once you burn yourself out in that space, you'll realize you're gonna want something with more substance. And as I was just diving in, just trying to figure out what is up with this hypergamy thing, it's no different than the narcissist shit. They just figured out a way to shift it into the dating market. It's all still demonic. It's all still using the other playbook. When you meet people, you should be able to be honest and upfront. You shouldn't have to dance around and play a game. You know, you shouldn't have to lie. I realize with this hypergamy thing, it keeps you in a space of feeling not disconnected for you to get what you want. I never walked in the store and said, you know what, I want these Skittles right here. I'm gonna go walk away and see if these Skittles jump in my pocket. Like, that's crazy. I never walked in the store and said, you know what, I need a pack of backwoods. Let me see if I go look at the cashier, they'll just throw me a pack of backwoods over the top. And, you know, because that's how this game works. You know, you don't say what you want, you don't go after what you want. I don't play that shit. And I suggest that a lot of you men don't indulge into that game. When you are dealing with women who are hypergamous, those are demonic witches. It's no other way around it. They are demonic witches. They aren't nurturing. They aren't caring. They aren't empathetic. They aren't sympathetic. They don't care about a man's nature. You know, it's a lot of things that is really demonic and witchy that goes into this hypergamy process. I don't subscribe to it. And I don't believe any of us should be out here subscribing to it. if you listen to these dating coaches and these like different podcasts that talk about, yeah, it's women's nature to be hypergamous. No, women used to find substance in being with a righteous man who they know is going to ride for them. You chasing around the biggest bag, and then let's say this man that you're just chasing around because you're hypergamous. Let's say this man put you in a deadly situation. He's not going to defend you or care for you or support you or just like try to be there for you or to make sure you even living or surviving. Most of these men don't even care about your spiritual protection. It's demonic. I would stop following and subscribing to this. Oh, it's women's nature. If it's women's nature to be liars and to play games, right? Why is that not the case in other cultures? See, Western society is so fucking retarded. Like, people so retarded that they don't even understand that they're retarded. You know, it be fucking baffling me. You can go to another part of the world and get a whole different access to different women that are not demonic and witchy. You could tell a girl you like her and she'd be like, oh, cool, I like you too. Let's see where this goes. Over here, in this demonic society, you tell a girl you like her, they looking at you like you stupid. They like, oh, you supposed to play the game. You ain't supposed to tell me you like me. Now I'm about to step on you. You try to hang out and mingle, they gonna keep canceling on you and brushing you off because it's part of their game. It's how they create trauma bonding. Like, we supposed to be creating good experiences with each other when we meet each other, instead of all this demonic lying manipulation. Like, we use manipulation throughout life. That's, you know, you can use it righteously, you can use it demonically. But when you got yourself in a space to where you really like somebody, you want to vibe with somebody, and now you got to sit here and be a liar and a manipulator, that's the demonic playbook. That is demonic. That is witchy. There's no other way around it. That's not women's nature. I get sick of hearing all these weird ass men out here on these podcasts talking about, yeah, because of hypergamy, women gonna leave you. No, it's because you a lame. One, you're lame, and two, she's demonic. That should have never been a thing. And I don't care if you talking about young women, if you talking about old women. I done had old women that act like the young women. I done had young women that act even younger than what they are, and they still are all using the same concept and the same playbook. This is just their process, you know? And because we in Western society, you listen to these dumbass podcasts, they be like, yeah, hypergamy, that's just women. So why is passport bros a thing if hypergamy is real? I feel like I'm not supposed to be here, to be honest. Like, I am way too intelligent for this society. A lot of us that's in this space just feels we are way too intelligent for this society. How do you have a movement called Passport Bros if all women are hypergamous? It hurts me to hear that people are so fucking retarded and so demonic and witchy. And everybody cannot be a passport bro, because everybody ain't got the bag to go dip off and fly somewhere else to get away from these demonic, nasty ass women out here in the Western society. Or should I say, these hypergamous women, because they don't know how to be loyal. They're always looking for the next step up. That's demonic. That's not women's nature. Why you think they got kings and they got peasants? Peasants still had wives back then. And even if they wasn't peasants, it was just people living off the land who wasn't as financially, you know, stable or financially elevated. They just was living life. They still had wives that loved them, that cared for them, that supported them, that was there for them. It wasn't, oh, well, because you only, you know, you're making bread, but Tom over here is, you know, he's molding metal. You know, he putting swords and guns and shit together. That's better than what you're doing right here. I'm gonna go over there with that. This is demonic. This is demonic. This is not what they calling, oh, hypergamy, women always want the best. Get the fuck out of here. They're taking certain concepts and flipping it. Yes, men are stronger. Women do look for the best man. But it's not oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep on bumping over and climbing the ladder. You know, you get 5 years in with this guy, you throw it away because now you're going to get 2 years in with this guy. You throw the 2 years in because now you done came up with 8 years out of the next guy. Then that's not how it works. The creator ain't show you that. The creator will never show you that. Ever, 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 ever. There's a lot of dumbasses out here. There's a lot of demon witches, warlords, all of the above. But this hypergamous thing is weird. It's demonic. It's witchy. It's not women's natural behavior. It is not women's natural behavior. So if you want to believe in that, that's cool. That's on you. If you want to play their little games where, oh, if she texts me, I got to wait 5 hours before I text back. Like, fuck all that. If I fuck with you, I got the phone in my hand, I'm responding. If you feel some certain type of way, oh, he responded too fast, delete me, block me. But I'm not gonna stop being me, because it's like I gotta start going against, you know, my natural flow of things. And we gotta stop following, listening to a lot of these quote unquote gurus, these weird guys on the podcast. You can look at guys, right, that's doing these podcasts. You can look and see who actually was getting play from the time they was little to the time they went through high school, middle school, to where they at today. One thing about people like me and similar, our parents did their job with this. You know, I just had to maintain it. So for me and other beings in this space, we was getting females before we even knew that we was getting females. You know, I'm 8, 9, 10 years old. I got girls that's 16, 17 telling me how fine I'm gonna be when I get older. You know, they coming up to me, just let me touch their butt because they want to. Let me play with their chest because they want to. You know, I'm young as hell. I don't know. I just do it because they allowed and I can. You know what I mean? But in the process of that, that means that a lot of us that's in this space have experienced women for a long time. And we started off experiencing them without the money. So you ain't gonna tell me that, oh, well, you got... The money is a provision. The money is a resource. But when you out here operating under God's laws, the Creator's laws, natural law, you understand that you don't put all your faith in the system, and we always understand that money is just a resource. You know, that doesn't give you all of your substance. I would honestly, when I hear the word hypergamous, you replace it with a demon or a witch. If you ever dealt or been engaged with somebody that follows that hypergamous concept, you'll understand that it's a lot of gameplay, it's a lot of witchery happening, it's a lot of word spells. You know, they want to see you, they're gonna pretend like they don't. They want to talk to you, they're gonna pretend like they don't. It's gonna be a whole bunch of things that basically detaches them from actually being able to follow some kind of natural flow. When you moving with the right ones in the right team, you don't have to worry about those same things. You know what I mean? And I'm never going to be in that space to where it's like, I got to play that game. Like, bitch, I'm good without you. If I got to play this game of pretending like I don't care, because it's people around that I don't care about. So I'm not going to pretend that I don't care about somebody that I do. That's fucking retarded to me. I got enough people out here that I don't give a fuck about. So... This whole process is just mind-blowing. And when you into that red pill content, all that weird, them weak-ass men, half of the men won't even seeing females when they was younger. They don't know. That's why they trying to tell you to play this little dumbass game, because that's what worked for them. That's how they had to get in the door. It's like, nigga, I've been getting females since females was a thing, so I'm not gonna change my process to fit that shit. If anything, I'm gonna get more on my purpose, and then I'll get more fish at the door. The more value and substance you add onto yourself as a man, the different levels of females you're gonna have access to. Every female isn't up here. I don't give a fuck what they say, looks or, you know, like substance wise on the inside. Every female up here, just like every female ain't down there. They not, you know. But as far as this hypergamy shit, that's some demonic, witchy manipulation stuff. That's not women's natures. If it was women's nature, passport bros wouldn't be a thing. People wouldn't be going to men wouldn't be going to all these other countries getting women that's not hypergamous, meaning they not demonic, they not witchy. They wouldn't be doing it. They putting the shit right in your face, and then everybody is just like skating over it. Shit get frustrating. It gets frustrating. But I ain't want to run up too long, you know what I mean? It's cold as a motherfucker out here. Y'all see the water is frozen. Until you get towards the middle, it's like flowing a little bit, you know what I mean? But we back. We got the camera. We got the laptop back up and running again. Man, that was a little frustrating going that whole week without it. I ain't gonna lie. And then I had other things happening in the process as well. So, but y'all know what time it is. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.